Sheffield United are by far the worst team in the Premier League. They are yet to win a league game this season. They've only scored 4 goals. They've conceded 16, and they've collected 1 point out of 30 to start the season, which is absolutely shocking. Looking at their start to the season, it is absolutely horrendous. Their only result was a draw against Fulham, but when you look at the rest of the games, they should have won at least a few of them. I'm looking at Aston Villa away. That was a winnable game, even though they lost that just. Then there's the Leeds at home, which they absolutely should have won that game, but they didn't. Then there's Wolves at home, which I feel like they could have gotten something out of that game. They played well, but they just didn't deliver. Then you've got games like, Fulham, which they could have won that. I guess Chelsea away, that was a tough game, even though they scored early and played well. Then there's West Ham, they just lost that. And then most recently, West Brom away, which they just lost. And they probably could have won that game as well. So, what's going on here is that Sheffield are playing well, but they're just not scoring goals. And that's the main problem with them. So, the problem with that is that, once these sort of trends start the season, they sort of continue. Even though Sheffield started the season poorly and they've been slowly getting better, I think they're not going to get good enough to actually stay up in the Premier League. And it's interesting because Sheffield United are having the season this season that they should have had last season, because I had them to finish rock bottom last season, but they ended up finishing nearly in the top 4, so in the top 10, but they didn't. And now, having had such a good season, the drop off has been so massive that basically I don't think there's any coming back from it. And if we look at their next, 4 to 5 fixtures, I don't see them winning any of these games. Not only not winning, but, pretty much losing all of these games. They've got Leicester at home, which, Leicester are a bit vulnerable at the moment. They conceded, 5 goals in 2 games, so they're there for the taking. So, they absolutely have to win that. If they want to stay up in the Premier League, they've got to start winning games right now. It's a long season, but these games are going to go quick, and they've got to start winning. Southampton away, it's going to be a tough game, but they could get something out of that. Man United at home, which I don't see them winning that. Brighton away, I don't see them winning that either. Everton at home. These games are winnable, but you just can't. You just don't know what Sheffield United is going to show up. Are they going to score? Are they going to not concede? They're going to play well, but they're going to concede goals, and they're not going to deliver. I don't know what is going to happen with this team, but the next 4 to 5 games are crucial. I predict that they'll get no points out of the next 4 to 5 games, but if they can pick up at least, 4 to 5 games, so 5 games is about 15 points. If they can pick up at least 5 points in the next 5 games, I think they have a chance of staying up, because it's a very tight season and results are very random. But if they can, at least, get a win in the next 5, then they might have a chance. But if they don't, then they're as good as gone. And that's about it.